right, Mississippi John Hurts, Mary Don't You Weep. Great old gospels tune that he would do. And it's a very simple tune, and I'm going to play the melody very simply. As always, you can get far more complicated if you want to. I think it's a neat song. John Hurt did a lot of really nice gospel music. A lot of the old blues players also played gospel. They'd play in, a house party or a beer joint on Saturday, and they'd be Sunday at a AME Zion or Assemblies of God or Pentecostal church, and they'd be playing their guitars and mandolins and doing, gospel music. And that music has had such a huge influence on everything from, bluegrass and country to rock and roll to you name it. It's good stuff. Well, the Mary in this song is Mary, the sister of Lazarus, who Jesus raised from the dead. So the message of the song is that if God could part the waters and save the Hebrew people from the Egyptians, then he could also raise Lazarus from the dead. So it's a nice, hopeful song. The melody I'm going to do really follows the break, follows the melody. So let's get the melody. I'm going to play, one of these days, and probably soon, I'm going to do a whole lesson on chord shapes, okay? We've got 3 chords in this song, E, B7, and A. All right, there are only 3 real shapes of a major chord. E major can be played here with the E as the highest note. I guess I'm on the, what would that be, 7th fret? 3, 5, 7, yeah, 2nd string. And the 3rd string, 6th fret, and the 4th string, 4th fret. That's the one that sounds right for my voice. So when I'm singing, I'm going, oh, Mary, don't you weep and don't you moan. Oh, Mary, don't you weep and don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Mary, don't you weep and don't you moan. Now, if you got a higher voice, you could play the E in this position. I'm actually on the 3rd note of the E, which is G sharp, E, F, G sharp, and you just bar across. But this is actually where, when we do our break, I'm going to play this. So I think the contrast is nice to go from here to here, but yeah, you could do that. So that would be like, well, I actually played the B7 wrong. I should have been up here. So let's try that again. I don't like the sound of that at all. I'm going to stick down here and see. If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Mary, don't you weep and don't you moan. Sounds a whole lot better to me, but of course that's up to your own personal taste. Okay? Do whatever you like in that regard. But I'm going to do my rhythm right here. Just 3 notes. To the B7 I'm using is just simply reversing these 2 fingers. You go from here to here. It's really simple. And this is a B on the, 3rd note of the, you see, B, B, C, D. This is going to be D sharp, yep. So put your finger 2nd string, 6th fret, 3rd string, 7th fret, and leave the 4th string, 4th fret right here. So we're just going. For the A, I'm just going to go down here, this shape, again, the one I just showed you there on E, move it over, now you're on A. Works for me. I think that's pretty straightforward, and like I said, play it however you like. If you want to play your E's way up here, hey, that's your business. No skin off my nose. If you want to play your A in this position, your E in this position, you can do that. That's the old C chop chord moved up 4 frets. Totally up to you. I like it here. I like that E on top in a range I can sing with, even when I've got a little froggy voice, which I have today. I like that. But anyway, now let's get into the little melody. So John Hurt did a little slide up thing. He went, and remember we got an E chord here. So let's grab this. That's, I guess it's the B. That would be the second string, second fret. And we're going to take the G sharp, first string, fourth fret. And slide into it. So, oh, Mary, don't you weeping, don't you moan. Very simple. Because now we're at F sharp and open A. And that is part of the melody. You need to go from F sharp. Yeah, so let's do that. All right, and I'm just going to drop that pinky there to get that melody note. So. And all I'm doing there is from the B to the C sharp. Pharaoh's army got drowned. So from the B to the G sharp, and then we'll slide again. Mary, don't you weep and don't you moan. Super easy, I think, and that's nice to play. I think, gosh, you could be a real beginner and probably master that in an hour. You know, I mean, realistically, and if you got a little group at church, hey, why not give it a shot? Wish I did. We don't sing a lot of songs like this in the Catholic Church. I'm Catholic, by the way. So we tend to go more with classical music and then really awful contemporary praise and worship music, which I just hate and I avoid it at all costs. But yeah, I like the old blues and country gospel music a lot. You know, kind of grew up on it. So, all right, I'm going to go through it one more time just so you can see it. And you can really hit those open strings as much as you want. Hit these. I mean, when you're playing anything on the E string, you can pretty much get the A string going with it. It's like a double stop, a lazy man's double stop. It's a drone is what it is. Bill Monroe used drones a lot, and they're good. It's an older sound. I don't know. I like it. But again, it's your taste. It's up to you. They consider it sort of a Celtic sound because of the drones that are in the bagpipes and such. But in this case, it comes out sounding real bluesy, you know. So have fun with it. Send me an email if you got any questions, and I'll be glad to walk you through it. And otherwise, I'll talk with y'all next time.